I'd like to call this
September.
September 10th meeting of the Board of Adjustment to order. Clerk will call the roll.
David Palmer,
Present.
Cameron Tabor,
Present.
Vivian Simpson,
Present.
Shay Balance,
Present.
Donna McLeod,
Present.
Michael Painter, Teresa Dozier.
Are there any changes to the agenda?
Mr. Chairman, the planning staff as well as the attorney for the applicant for the variance and the attorney for the surveyor that's involved in the variance request have agreed earlier today to request a continuance of this item. We think there are some issues that we can work through to allow the house to be permitted and not necessarily need the variance request at this time. But we don't want to dismiss the item. We'd like to continue it to allow some further discussion to occur. And I don't know if the applicant's attorney has anything they want to add to that or.
No, just to say, my name's Greg Wills. I represent Mr. Mancuso as the general contractor for the property. And what Mr. Woody just described is correct. That for all of you to know, this agreement we're discussing literally came together maybe 10 minutes before we walked in the courtroom. There's just been a number of communications between the attorneys very recently that make us think that it's in everybody's interest to continue this matter in order to afford us an opportunity by contract and by discussions with the county to avoid the necessity for a variance entirely. And there's just a lot of variables that need to be put together, but we do anticipate that we're going to be able to do that and that it makes sense for us to make that attempt before going forward with the variance request. So on behalf of the variance applicant, we would ask that the matter be continued.
Counselor, you were going to say something?
Go ahead.
We would need to call a quorum and to approve this?
Yeah, I think it's fine to do your normal procedure to check on the quorum
And the motion
and then have a motion to continue it. Mr. Wills and Mr. Woody, it's my understanding that the continuance would be until either party, the applicant or the county, asks for it to be placed on the agenda again, not to a meeting specific or.
That's correct. Our hope is that in the very near future, we're going to be able to put pen to paper and memorialize this. But if we're unable to do so, then we'll just leave it that either of us would notice and come back to staff to renotice another hearing date.
The county agrees with that.
Yeah. So, Mr. Chair, the appropriate thing would be to confirm that you have a quorum as you usually do, and then for someone to make a motion. You could go through the rest of the quick parts of the agenda first and do this at the point of the new business, or you could go ahead and do it now. I believe it was raised now because you asked if there were any changes to the agenda. So if someone wanted to make a motion to change the agenda to consider the motion to continue up front, you could go ahead and do that, or consider it at the new business stage. I think would be the easiest thing.
I was going to do the disqualifications and announce the quorum and ask for a motion.
That's fine.
Okay. Are there any disqualifications? Does anyone wish to disqualify themselves from any case to be heard tonight? The Ethics and Conflict of Awareness Reminder. In accordance with State Government Ethics Act, it is the duty of every board member to avoid conflicts of interest. Does any board member have any known conflict of interest with respect to any matters coming before the board today? If so, please identify the conflict and refrain from any participation in the particular matter involved. Does anyone have any reason to disqualify themselves? A quorum has been met with 3 regular members and 2 alternate members. Do we have a motion for the case to continue?
I'll make a motion if you're ready.
I am. Do we have a second?
he needs to make the motion.
Oh, yeah, make the, you got
I motion that we continue this until they're ready.
very well. Do we have a second for that motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The motion carries.
Yeah.
On behalf of Mr. Mancuso, I want to thank you all for coming here tonight, and I apologize. You all came all the way here, and all we said was we continued. I want you to know we're all ready to go, and it really did just fall into place in the last few minutes, and thank you all very much.
And thank you for that.
Yes, sir.
Do we have a motion to adjourn,
No, you need to
Counselor?
Do you want?
approve the minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you would want
You tell I haven't done this in a
All
while.
the rest of it.
Do we have approval, have comment on the minutes? I don't have it. I don't have anything down here.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes as stand.
Do we have a second to that motion?
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The minutes are approved. Why don't I have all that here?
Ask if there's any discussion or any new business that
Any
needs to be brought
discussion or any new business?
and motion to close.
Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll motion to adjourn.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are hereby adjourned.